So the next quarterfinal that we have today is between Nadal and Sinner. So Sinner is a very good upcoming player, and watched his matches throughout the French Open. He has played really well. He has a good backhand and a good forehand. He moves well, really well, and his serve is also good. But the problem is he's facing Nadal. So I mean, whenever you watch Nadal play in the French Open, every time it seems like he's unbeatable. I mean, there is nothing that can be done. If you see his matches, even though there was a lot of talk of about the conditions, the difficult conditions, the cold conditions, the crowd not being there, the roof being there, helping the other players against Nadal. But I really cannot see that because when I see Nadal's matches, it seems like he's completely under control. He's hitting the ball harder. Even the balls are different in this tournament. So again, there was a point mentioned that maybe that will favor the other players. It actually might favor the other players, but Nadal is up to it. So he has adapted his game according to that situation, and he's hitting the ball harder. He's hitting the ball really well, and he's sort of hitting his forehand down the line really well. His backhand has improved a lot, and the slice serve that he uses on, especially on the break points and on the ad court, is it's really difficult for on the deuce court. Sorry, it's really difficult for anybody to take advantage of. So I really think that it will be sort of a near impossible thing to achieve for Sinner. He's a very good player. He's an upcoming talent, so maybe he'll have his chances in the future. But the stage, like Nadal is going for his 20th Grand Slam. He's trying to equal Federer's record, so I don't think he's going to. In any case, he doesn't give any 3 points or any matches in any tournament. So I don't think that's happening here as well. And irrespective of the conditions not being in his favor, I think he has adapted well and he's playing really well. So I think the problem is if you want to beat Nadal on clay, you have to be different. You need to do something different so that if we see the past, if we compare the matches, I mean Nadal hasn't lost much, only 2 or 3 matches he has lost in like the whole the decade. But if you see those matches, so in 2009 when Soderling beat him, although he was not fully fit, but Soderling played a really aggressive match and he was hitting very powerful ground strokes. So the one decisive factor that we can point out in that match would be Soderling's power. Okay. Now, when you talk about the other matches, so I think Djokovic was the other player who was able to beat him in 2015, and even then Nadal was not playing well. He was fit or not fit, I'm not sure, but he wasn't playing that well. And Djokovic was playing really well at that point. But still, I think Nadal fought back in that match. I think he was love 4 down in the first set in 2015, and he won that. He lost that set merely. I mean, he lost it 7-5, I think. So he came back from love 4 to 4 all, even when he was not playing that well. So I think for any player who wants to beat Nadal on clay, he has to have some unique ability that differentiates and that can help him win against Nadal. So like Kyrgios had a very good serve and a very attacking game, although it was on grass. So grass is by far it's completely different scenario than as compared to clay. But I think Sinner at this point, I don't think he has a we can say a trump card or a unique weapon that can be used to beat Nadal at this stage. I still think that it's going to be a very easy match for Nadal, not in terms of the shots, but the scoreline would need to be quite straightforward. So I would say Nadal will win in straight sets, although there would be some resistance shown by Sinner. He would play well, but the players who are good, who rally well, who are good rhythm players, who are good movers, they actually don't work against Nadal because Nadal is the king in that department. So to beat Nadal, you either need to have a lot of variety in your game so that like Dustin Brown. has on the grass. So those sort of variety you need to have. Otherwise, you need to have raw power. And even with raw power, I think there has to be some control on the shot. So you cannot hit 50 winners and then you cannot hit 100 and 4 zeros. So you need to have that balance, and that happens pretty rarely, I would say. So it's got to be your day completely, like you are hitting everything you hit is going in. That sort of form you need to have if you need to beat Nadal on clay. Otherwise, you need to be Djokovic. Even though we have seen that Djokovic in his peak has struggled to beat Nadal, even though he has come really close. But you can just calculate, if Djokovic is finding it difficult to beat Nadal on clay when he's at his peak, then for everybody else it's going to be that much more difficult, right? So I think it's going to be a straight sets victory for Nadal, and we'll discuss more on how is it actually possible to beat Nadal on clay or not. But at this point, for Sinner, I think he needs to try something different if he wants to beat Nadal. He needs to be either more aggressive, or he needs to try some different, maybe slices, drop shots. He needs to somehow disrupt the rhythm of Nadal and keep the points really short, serve well, go to the net. So even if he rallies well, even if he is really aggressive, if he doesn't go to the net, then it's of no use, because Nadal will keep pushing the ball back, keep giving the ball back to you, and you will make an error eventually. So you need to be able to go to the net. You don't need to be a very good volleyer, but you need to be able to go to the net and at least finish a simple volley, or at least ask that question to Nadal whether he can always, all the time, keep using his famous banana forehand or the crosscourt backhand that he has a lot of angle in it. So you need to ask that question constantly, and maybe then you can find out if Nadal is not playing well, or maybe he is somewhat out of sorts. Then you can take advantage of that. But staying back, even though you're playing aggressive, but staying back will not win you the match. So I think that's what needs to be in the mind of Sinner, and he needs to try something different. So, so what do you think, guys? And I hope that it's going to be a quality match, because it's a quarter final. So even though Nadal is the favorite, I would like to see Sinner play well, and at least try to take one set off, and let's see what happens.